I'm happy to be here in Vienna, Austria, and this is a beautiful background, the Donau River. But I'm more happy to share this reflection in this time, our moments with God, the mercy of God, the compassion of God, and the love of God. So please subscribe to this channel and let our lives be more reflective. I'm happy to share today the reflection on the gospel where Jesus has suddenly seemed to have risen his stone and is very, very strong. It also shows how bold and how courageous he is, how prophetic he is, and he does not mince words when he pulls up the scribes and the Pharisees and he tells them, "Woe to you, scribes! Woe to you, Pharisees!" It almost feels as if Jesus is saying those words to us, "Woe to you! Woe to you! What is it you are doing?" The invitation for all of us, just as Jesus is making clear in the words, that the Pharisees and the scribes were bothered about keeping to the externals, the rules, the regulations, the structures, but they were not alert or attentive to the needs, the heart movement. They were not bothered, they were bothered about the outside of the cup, as Jesus says. But what Jesus is inviting us, or rather challenging us, is that look, what is important is to keep the inside of the cup clean. So it's very clear, is no nonsense message to us. And my dear people, this kind of experience that Jesus is giving to the scribes and Pharisees, we go through it, we see it around in families, in religious institutions. In families, the children are always at a challenging position at times with their parents. They want to do something, they have a life of their own, but the parents insist that they must be back at a particular time. And there is really not much understanding. What is important is that the families come together to listen to each other, to dialogue, and to see what is more important, keeping to the timings, the clock, or to really be there as someone who can accompany these young people. Similarly, in our institutions, are rules more important than the members and the people around us, or keeping to the structures? So the invitation that Jesus is giving to us is very clear, to move from rigidity to a space which is welcoming, all embracing, all inclusive, which includes all, as Pope Francis would say, all and all, to include everybody into our circle of life. It is also an invitation for us from religiosity to spirituality. It's an invitation to grow into God, that we must really find that space and time to go on an inward journey, to encounter this God of our life and to understand the heartbeat of Jesus. That is important. To understand the heartbeat of Jesus and to try and live that heartbeat in families, in religious communities, with people of all faiths, as we walk this journey together. To understand the message of this gospel is very, very clear, that do not be bothered about keeping to the rules. The rules are there. The rules are there to help us, but the rules are not there to dictate and dominate our lives. What is more important is, are we helping people to be human and to grow into God, to grow into the fullness of God? That is the invitation for us. And please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.